Just a quick little disclaimer, what you're about to watch is actually a part of my LBRY exclusive channel. The reason I'm going to put this episode, as well as several episodes of the exclusive series, on my YouTube temporarily, is so that way, during this time that we are all dealing with the chaos around us, we can find a little solace in knowing that there are some businesses that we can contribute to, or some things that we can contribute to, share with others, and still show some form of positivity amongst each other. And with that, I hope you all enjoy my LBRY exclusive show, Shopper's Quest. It's me again, just giving you a quick, fun little unboxing video, another one. This time I got something from WriteStuffAnime.com. For those of you who haven't gone to WriteStuffAnime.com, awesome website. They actually update their sales, I think, like every 3 or 4 days. They got old stuff, they got new stuff, they got merchandise, they've got stuff that's out of print, they have stuff that's on clearance. They pretty much have everything an anime fan could really want. And they have, of course, licensed stuff, so, you know, Funimation, like Sentai Filmworks, all of them actually do distributing, and they even have limited editions that are only available from WriteStuff.com. I don't know if anyone got to see my G Gundam unboxing video. I'll leave a link up here. That was a Right Stuff exclusive collector's edition. So, like I said, they have a lot of cool stuff. Definitely worth checking out. I will leave a link in the description below. But let's open up and see what I got. Always cut away from yourself, folks. Crease. The cool thing about Right Stuff is they always use packing twine, which is a kind of tape that you can get from post box places. But basically what it is it's like duct tape, but it has little threads that kind of lock in, kind of like sewing needles. So it's pretty cool. Some cardboard. So I'm going to do it like this so that way you guys can see everything. They gave me a little card. We appreciate your continued support during these trying times. Right Stuff remains committed to make sure you have an anime... Oh god, I love puns. Have an amazing online shopping experience every time.
Waka waka.
With all the changes the world is facing, we've decided to extend our return policy to 45 days. 75 days for GOT Anime members. GOT Anime is their membership service. You don't have to get it, but basically you get a magazine, which is basically a brochure that gives them everything that's coming out, everything that's out, all that stuff. Depending on the thing, you get like 20 or 30% off of purchases. So it's, if you buy a lot of anime stuff, it's worth getting. But if you don't, you know, it's fine to just buy stuff. Our customer care team is available to answer your questions. A gift for you. For any order you placed totaling $50 or more, from now until the end of April, get $5 in Stuff Bucks to spend in May. Oh, cool. So this was actually used, not with my Trump dollars, as I call them. This was actually used with my tax return. So this was ordered before my tax return ended, or I had spent most of it on food and resources and everything. So this is kind of my late gift to myself on my birthday. So first I have a very underrated series. It's very fun, goofy, weird. Unfortunately, I hate the save boxes. I freaking hate the design of the save because it's got that big giant thing in the corner. But Coyote Ragtime Show. It's fun, it's interesting, it's kind of hard to explain, but basically it's like if you combine the premise of Cowboy Bebop, but you gave it more of a kind of a Genion goofy writing style, or Gynex kind of writing style of like, let's just go all out, let's go full crazy. And a lot of people like flew it under the radar, but it's got some pretty interesting things about it that make it kind of stand out. I'm not sure how much I spent. I know this was on sale, I think, for $12. This is the DVD. I prefer generally with anime to get the DVD combo with the Blu-ray, but that's just me. I prefer kind of more of that style in case I ever want to make a copy and have a copy to watch on my computer, because I can have a DVD rendering software that can just, you know, kind of copy it just so I can put it on my computer. Then I format it, put it on my phone, then I could just watch it whenever the hell I'm out anywhere. So next is the weirdest thing you'll probably ever see. This, it takes a lot of explanation. Actually, it doesn't make any sense even if I explained it. But basically, it's called the Fukons. You're not going crazy. Those are, in fact, mannequins. Essentially, it's like a comedy slice of life series about a family and the misadventures that they go through. And the catch is, of course, they're all dubbed over, they're all voiced, they're all cast, but every character in the show, every single character is a mannequin. So there's the father with the creepiest freaking smile you'll ever see, the little son, the wife. But yeah, it is an insanely weird... It's legitimately insane how this show was made. I really don't know who approved it. It had, I think, like 12 episodes, and this is no longer in print, but I got this in the clearance section. I remember seeing it with my friends in my anime club and just going, what the hell is this? And I saw it as soon as it popped out. I'm like, oh my god, the Fukons! I forgot about the Fukons. Yeah, it's the Fukons, the whole Fukon show. So it's the entire series, and I don't know if you could see the logo at the bottom. That shows you how out of print it is. That's ADV. I got this, the entire series of the Fukons, $3. That's it, folks. $3 freaking. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get this. Okay, I gotta own this. Oh, this is a fun, interesting action movie made in the 80s. Oh, it was actually made the year I was born, 1989. It's called Riding Bean. And it's so cool in the weirdest way. Imagine if Michael Bay made a anime, but he had it written script by Tarantino, and they both did drugs together. Like, that's essentially Riding Bean. So if that sounds like something up your alley, essentially the guy's just a man for hire, crazy road rash guy, trying to solve a mystery. It's a weird, fun show. It's a movie that was released years and years ago. I remember seeing it. It's very short. It's about it's a little over half an hour. It's literally an OVA. It's really interesting, worth checking out. I think it was in the clearance section. Fun little movie I could crack open a brew with and watch. So there's that. And then finally, the thing that I had to get, the thing I've been trying to get, the thing that I specifically ordered all of this for, was because this full series, I love to death this full series. Those of you who've watched some of my earlier work have seen I'm a massive, massive Osamu Tezuka fan, and I will eventually do a video about him. This is my favorite character he ever created. For those of you who don't know, as Osamu Tezuka is, just a real quick, he made Astro Boy, Kim of the White Lion, Phoenix, ton of other characters. Blackjack. The entire collection. So this is collection part 1, collection part 2. And the reason I had to order these was solely because, even though I haven't seen this particular series, what I mean by that is they made multiple series of Blackjack. I'm not sure if this is the very, very original, if this is the later 2000s one, but either way, what made the series so awesome and epic was the fact that, imagine if House from the show House and Robin Hood combined into one character who does things freelancely as a mercenary. That's Blackjack in a nutshell. He is a master ultimate surgeon who goes and does the impossible medical mysteries. He solves them, he figures them out with the help of his little assistant Pinocchio-chan, who's this tiny little girl, and I won't really get into her backstory, but long story short, she's not technically a little girl. It's amazing. The manga still holds up, and when Osamu Tezuka wrote it, at the time, he was still going to college when he came up with the character, and he was in medical school. He had graduated from medical school, and he used a lot of his own experiences of medical knowledge that he just popped out of his head. He used his own personal experiences a lot in his works. And Blackjack, to me, is the most relatable character of his. For me, I love the whole scarred hero mentality, but I also love the idea that they took a more realistic medical perspective with a hint of fantasy into it. And honestly, I got the series because these were on sale on Right Stuff for a long time, and I waited and waited and waited, and I'm glad I did. I finally own these. Every day they kept saying $60, $60, $60, $60, $60. And then finally it dropped from $60 each one to $10 each. So those are the examples of the things that Right Stuff can do as far as their sales. Fantastic, but you have to know right when to get it. So always put money aside. If you really want to buy some good anime, put some money aside, wait for them to go on a good sale. Go check out their website. Fantastic stuff. All right, and I also ordered these. These were on clearance. So I believe they were about $2 each. And these are... First, I have a maid, a robotic maid girl. Little figurine I put together. And another is... Oh, sweet. It's the main character, Major Motoko Kusanagi, from Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex figurines. These are only $2 each. I spent $2 each on these. They're mystery boxes. I don't care. I'm happy I got Motoko, and the maid is a cute little fun little interesting thing. And altogether, I spent a little over $50. Great thing about RightStuff.com, unless you live outside the US, but if you're inside the US, the great thing about RightStuff.com is if you spend over $50, it's free shipping anywhere in the US. And that is just awesome because anyone that collects anime knows that you can spend so much. $50 is nothing. And considering I got 5 DVDs, 4 full series, and 2 mini figurines for less than $60, about $55 I think is what I spent. That's a steal. I don't care where you go. If you're a fan of anime, you gotta go to rightstuff.com. And they don't just have anime stuff, too. They have some pretty interesting cartoon stuff, too. It's definitely worth checking out, guys. You gotta support your local businesses, especially in this time where we need help. And Right Stuff is no exception. And the cool thing is, they'll ship right to you. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just a massive, massive fan. I'd love to be sponsored by them. Right Stuff, if you're watching, please send me a thing that you'd want me to do. I will honestly spread your word far and wide. I talk about you guys constantly at conventions. Is there some other websites you want me to check out or hear about or whatever? Are there things that you're trying to buy online or whatever? Stay safe, and till then, catch you guys next time.